Who is Afraid of Medical Malpractice? By Professor David Mendes. Chapter 1. Our first meeting was by chance. When he introduced himself, he gently held my extended hand and drew it a little closer as he smiled warmly at me. Of our meeting, he said, "Sir, I do not believe in coincidence." The smile in his eyes imbued in him a look that was younger than the sum of his years, despite his flowing white hair. His gait was steady, although he later told me that occasionally he lost sensation in the sole of his feet, perhaps because of the diabetes he suffered from. Still, he had no apprehensions about arriving at some of our meetings on the beach riding his motorcycle. Ari Ben Zeruiah was his name, a retired lawyer with the soft speech of one who was used to speaking his mind convincingly and with intelligence in the court where he had spent much of his professional life. Judges tended to listen to him with the respect and attentiveness an expert in jurisprudence of his caliber deserved. To this day, he still serves as a legal advisor to patients and occasionally, when he finds a serious fault with medical care provided, he also represents claimant in the courtroom. The patient is a victim, he once told me, and his lawsuit alleging malpractice disturbed the balance of power. Doctors are forced onto the defensive, and after being dragged into legal territory that is far removed from their own comfort zone. We were both sons of Italian families from Rome, and in one of our conversations we discovered that both our grandparents had field senior position in the Navy and Medical Corps of Mussolini's Italian military in the period between the two world wars. Shva, Ari Ben Zeruiah, partner, was an intelligent and honest woman, a seeker of justice by her own definition, opinionated and with an easy fluency of speech. Her voice always sounded in my ears like a kind of rejuvenating melody, and her laughter was genuinely musically jubilant. Her youthful beauty was well preserved and inspired admiration. Shva and Ari had met when she had been working alongside him during his previous marriage. With a captivating smile, she referred to him as my mate and he to her as my love, and in the looks they frequently exchanged, there was always softness, love, and admiration. They had a regular morning ritual, so she told me, in which he got up first to bring her a cup of hot coffee, and they welcomed the new day together with a kiss. Following that random meeting with Ari, I often made my way to their home, which was situated on the edge of Mount Carmel, west side peak. They lived in a sun-washed house that had rather grandly an elevator connecting its two stories. The open, spacious residential floor included 3 exits, each leading to a porch, the widest of which overlooked the open Mediterranean Sea. In the yard, the thick trunk of vine intertwined its branches with several ropes that stretched all the way to the fence, and 2 tall, thickly foliated china-berry trees shaded the table and metal chairs with backrests woven from strips of durable fabrics. A wide yard encircled the house on the 3 sides that did not face the sea, and it was paved with black and reddish volcanic tough stones and white pebbles arranged to form geometric patterns. Palm trees were scattered along the fence, and evergreen bushes climbed and cuddled among themselves on this limestone rock from which the yard had been excavated. Until a few years before, Soshva had told me, the house had been surrounded by a grass lawn, but over the years the lawn had grown old and became plagued by weeds and couch grass. When water price rose, they had decided to replace it with the volcanic stone surface. During those first meetings, Ari and I would often fall into a reflective mood of reminiscing, only to discover some of our conjured up memories crossed paths. And then we discovered our mutual passion, forensic medicine. From Ari, I learned it had a history of more than 4,000 years and had even appeared in the Mesopotamian Ur-Nammu law code. Despite the fact that our individual professional worlds were so different, Ari was an attorney, I was an orthopedic surgeon specializing in skeletal and joint surgery. We found that our views on the world were surprisingly alike. Friends and family members also frequently joined with us in our conversation, and in so doing, enriched them